And so I was very much aware of the rate at which people lose pregnancies. And so I was very guarded about telling people outside of my immediate circle. And I ended up, by the time we went to London, I was supposed to be 12 weeks. And we made it a point to surprise Jason's mom and dad when we were there by pretending to take a photo and telling them that we were expecting. Okay. Hold on. I got this. We surprised Jason's mom and dad with a video. We also surprised Jason's Aunt Judy and his grandmother, Grandma Mary, when we were in Cleveland. We surprised Travis with little baby booties. All of these interactions were recorded for like memory purposes. And I think the thought process was like, yes, maybe one day we'll sort of clip them together and share them. I emphasize the fact that like this still hurts after having 4 children, because it does. And it's okay for people who are still in their journey and not yet having gotten over the hump of like getting to meet your tiny humans that you're making. I am so sorry. For people who have experienced loss and who still have gotten to meet some of their tiny humans, I am also sorry, because it doesn't not hurt. When we got back from our family trip to Ireland, I went to my regularly scheduled what was supposed to be my 13-week appointment. And I went into one of the regular rooms, not the ultrasound room, and they tried to do the Doppler. And the minute, I would say, it felt like everything went into slow motion and they could not find the baby on the Doppler. And at 13-ish weeks, they should. And the nurse that was doing it was so sweet and very quick on her feet to say like, oh, sometimes like they hide down below your pelvis. We will take you in for an ultrasound and we'll be able to find them better. And I could just tell, I don't know if it was like doom and gloom of like, I was almost expecting it, or what, but I remember being like, oh, there isn't a heartbeat. Like you didn't find one because there isn't one. I'm trying my best not to let it get to like a full gasping situation. So they quickly took me into the ultrasound room and did a vaginal ultrasound to confirm that there was... I have literally told this story so many times. They confirmed that there was no heartbeat, and they estimated that the baby had stopped developing between, believe it was 9 and 10 weeks. So they couldn't tell me, essentially I had what you would refer to as a miscarriage. It means that your body did not realize that the pregnancy was no longer viable. And so the shitty part is that you still have the placenta, which means you're still getting the hormones. And so you still feel like shit and you still feel like you're pregnant, and you're not. And so I ended up it was a shitty day. It was a shitty day because it was Jason's birthday. And I still remember my OB, of course. I speak very highly of them every chance I get because I love them dearly. And this was one of the reasons that I fell in love with them as human beings. But my OB was very calm and very supportive and delivered the news in the kindest way that she possibly could. And I ended up, because of how far along I was and because of potential risk with other options, we scheduled a D&E for 2 days later, that Wednesday. I still remember going to the car and calling my mom, which is not a good idea when you are heaving crying in the car. But I called my mom and told her that I couldn't tell Jason because it was his birthday, which seems very silly. It seems very silly because obviously I'm going to tell my husband what happened. And I did. And it was hard for both of us. I will say that having had that experience then messed with my brain for every consecutive pregnancy. So for Wyatt, we did not share that we were pregnant until I was after 20 weeks. I, for consecutive pregnancies, waited till I was at least 16 weeks. I Googled almost every week what the percentage likelihood was that a baby could survive, which sounds really dark. I literally did it for Finn. Whew. It's fine. We're fine. Here we go. The things that helped me get through it were talking about it. I am a person who is an open book. Obviously, I talked about it with my mom, who also had experienced a loss. I talked about it with just about everyone. Because since that point, I have had friends or people that I know who have experienced a loss. And like I said, it never leaves you. And I always like to tell people, comparing miscarriages, comparing infant loss, comparing any of this between women, comparing is apples and oranges. It is scarring and stays with you in a way that is yours only. And whether you have a loss at 6 weeks or 13 weeks or whenever, that loss is real. So I think it's important to have people around you that understand what you're going through and who are in on the struggles that you're having and feeling. And I think it's really important to have an open dialogue with your doctors. I'm so sorry if you've experienced this. Like, truly sorry. Because it sucks. And there's really no other way to say it. It just sucks. This October and actually every month of the year, women's health should be taken seriously and prioritized so that every woman going through something like this can get the care that she needs. I will be donating to some organizations that have made this their mission, and I hope that you will do the same. We're going to take a quick break here and then return to today's amazing guest. She's the perfect example of a woman uplifting other women, which we're all about around here. Guys, it's supermodel Ashley Graham coming up next. NGL is sponsored by Liquid IV. We're fully into fall here and finally getting back into a routine with the girls in school, Jason back to broadcasting, and Finny still attached to me. Pretty much all day, every day. It's fine. She's comfy there. And you might be wondering, with all that going on, how on earth I lock in for this podcast? And the answer is, I don't. But at the very least, I can say that I stay hydrated. And one of my favorite ways to do so is with Liquid IV. And Liquid IV is now offering a new level of focus with their sugar-free hydrating energy multiplier. You guys, Liquid IV and I go way back. I cannot stand drinking water while I'm pregnant. But you know what I can? Liquid IV. It is so good. It's refreshing and crisp and delicious. And it's so easy because you just add it to your water bottle. And they have the most delicious flavors. My personal favorite? Passion fruit. Just one stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Get focused, ditch the glitch with zero sugar and zero crash from Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code NGL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code NGL at liquidiv.com. Real ones, I'm so excited to talk to you about this next sponsor because you already know I love my hot girl walks. And Peloton helps me get walks in year round with their amazing tread that we have right in our house. And now Peloton has the brand new cross-training Tread Plus powered by Peloton IQ. It's got real-time guidance that gives you endless ways to get moving, alone or with your favorite instructors. The thing I love most about my tread is that it is quiet and that I have the most inspirational instructors there to encourage me for the full 30 to 45 minute classes that I'm taking. Seriously, Robin, you've gotten me through a lot. I'm so grateful. Every single time I think that I should stop, she says, don't stop. You got this. It's almost like she's in my head. Gosh, they just have the best instructors. I love it. And the track is soft and it feels good on your joints. Because I'm old now and I have to consider that. Let yourself run, lift, sculpt, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com. She's the supermodel whose message of body confidence and inclusivity truly changed the world for the better. You've seen her walking on the Victoria's Secret runway at every fashion week, on the covers of Sports Illustrated, Vogue, and Glamour. She's also an entrepreneur with a brand new clothing line and a fellow mom. Ashley Graham, welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm not gonna lie. We have actually been in the same room together.
Okay. Was it really? Did we talk? Did we interact?
No, we did not.
Was it at a Sports Illustrated party or something?
It was not. It was at Alberta Ferretti.
Oh, at the runway show?
It was.
Oh, wow. Wait, was it last year?
It was 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yes, you were wearing this incredible leather jacket.
Yes, I remember. That was a wild room, though. That's not like necessarily a room you like run up to like say hi to somebody or anything.
No, and also when we went after the show, like behind to see Signora Ferretti.
Yes.
I was in the midst of trying to figure out how the fuck to say nice to meet you in Italian.
Oh.
And I had my friend Elena repeating it to me so many times that I could, like, I genuinely, like, I had blinders on. I was like, I say it again. Say it again.
How do you say it?
Say it again.
Did it stick?
Piacere.
Piacere. Okay.
I could be messing that up if you speak Italian. Pretend you didn't hear that.
No, it's okay. I don't. My husband does, so he makes fun of me all the time.
Well, I said it well enough that when I said it to Signora Ferretti, she then proceeded to speak to me in Italian. I'm like, no. That's all I've got. I don't know a single other word you just said.
You're like, basta.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. Pizza? I don't know. I got nothing. Grazie. I don't know.
Wait, so how often do you get to go to runway shows?
Never. And literally, it was my one and only. So, dear friend of mine, she works for IFA.
Okay.
And she was like, I feel like this is pulling you out of your comfort zone. You got to come to this runway show. And so I ended up getting to see Alberta Ferretti, but I also saw Moschino.
Major.
It was one of those experiences where I absolutely had no business being there, but it was unreal. It was so cool.
Wait, why did you have no business being there?
I am the least fashionable person you will ever meet in your entire life.
Really?
I wear athleisure every single day of my life. Every single day of my life.
You wear a sports bra every day?
Yes, I do.
Do you ever feel like, I just want to put on like a bra?
Well, here's a fun fact.
Can't wait.
What? Between children.
Oh, yeah. Which you've had a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah. And prior to children, I was part of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Some would say I was the president.
Oh, like, are we like talking like, is that you, Kylie?
Yes.
Okay.
That's me. I was told in 6th grade that I was so flat I was jealous of the wall.
Terrible.
So there's that. And
I'm laughing with you.
Yeah. No, so what I did have between breastfeeding children, it made it clear that had left as well. And so I
Where
could
you
literally
at now?
I'm breastfeeding right now.
Oh, because you just had a baby this year.
I did. She's 6 months old.
Oh, your baby.
I know.
Okay.
But it got to a point where when I put on a regular bra and raised my arms, I actually had nothing to sit in the cup to keep the bra down.
Oh, okay. The visual. And you're like taking me through.
You're welcome.
These are things that I've never had to think about before. What happens when you're done breastfeeding? You just get pregnant and then you're like on to the next thing.
Oh, I have 4 children. You watch. My uterus will hear you. Right? No.
Are you guys down? Are you like going? Are you like gonna?
I don't know. I mean, I'm 6 months postpartum. I think that I'm done. I think.
Wow.
I never want to say no because then I feel like the universe is going to hear me. And then I'm going to sneeze and get pregnant.
Like, you know, those people that are like, I'm going to go into, because you have 4 girls, right?
Yes, I do.
Like, I'm going to go into the boy, which is.
Don't worry. I'm going to ask you about that because I do want to know if you receive it on the opposite side.
Yes, I do. That's why I'm asking you because I know you should have the answers.
It's so dumb.
I know. It is dumb, but it's also like, I get it because I think sometimes people don't know what to talk to you about. Especially the ones who don't have kids. You know, if you don't have kids or if you only have 1 kid, you're curious about people who have multiples.
Yes.
You know, because it is a curious conversation. And
yes,
it's a sight to be seen over here. That's for sure.
I also think that it's a tough question. It is made harder by the fact that, do you think we haven't thought of that? Do you think we haven't thought to ourselves like what it would be like to have the opposite gender in our house? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, not that I'm chasing it or that I necessarily need it or want it, but the fact that people ask you as if it's not something that like you and your husband have probably discussed, like, what would it be like if a little girl entered our house?
That's the thing that when people say, oh, do you want a girl? I'm like, yeah, I want a girl, but we're done having kids. Like, it's just, we look around sometimes and we're like, there's too many children.
Oh, well, you guys are outnumbered. And your twins were second?
Yes, they were. So we went from 1 to 3 right away. I never know what it was like to have 2. Anybody that ever complains to me about having 2, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, can't help you.
Yeah.
We can't commiserate. I've never felt that.
This is why I do have a question about this for you because
Please.
I am curious. People say when you go from 3 to like 1 to 3 or no, 1 to 2 is wild. And then 4 after 3, when you go to 4, that it's just as easy or something.
I have found that 4 feels very similar to 3.
And is it because the younger 3 just all play together and they just do their own thing? Okay. Got it. All right.
Now, something I am personally very passionate about is talking about body inclusivity, especially for young girls.
Oh, you've got a whole squad.
In a world where celebrity headlines come and go, few stories have the power to stop us in our tracks. But when Kylie Kelce, wife of NFL star Jason Kelce, casually dropped a jaw-dropping revelation, the internet was set ablaze. According to Kylie, pop icon Taylor Swift is not only expecting a baby with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, but she's also secretly planning the birthday party of the decade for her superstar beau. This isn't just another Hollywood rumor. Kylie, known for her candid interviews and refreshingly down-to-earth take on fame, spilled the tea during what was supposed to be a routine podcast appearance. "Let's just say the Kelce family is getting a little bigger," she said, her eyes twinkling with mischief. The hosts, clearly caught off guard, pressed for more, but Kylie just smiled, hinting that there's even more magic happening behind the scenes. The idea of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce as a power couple has already captured the imagination of fans worldwide. Their relationship, which began with rumors and sneaky sightings at NFL games, quickly blossomed into one of pop culture's most captivating love stories. Now, the possibility of a baby on the way elevates their romance to legendary status. But it's not just the baby news that's sending shockwaves through both the sports and entertainment worlds. According to Kylie, Taylor is orchestrating an epic, top-secret birthday bash for Travis, who turns 36 this October. Swift, already known for her penchant for creative surprises, has allegedly pulled out all the stops. "You have no idea what she's got planned," Kylie teased. "It's going to be something nobody will ever forget." So what do we know about the upcoming celebration? Sources say Taylor has rented out a sprawling estate just outside Kansas City, where the guest list reads like a who's who of music, sports, and Hollywood royalty. Rumors swirl about surprise performances, custom cocktails, and even a private fireworks show. But in true Swift fashion, every detail is being kept under wraps, with guests sworn to secrecy and photographers banned from the premises. Fans are already speculating about the possible themes and special moments. Will Taylor surprise Travis with a new song written just for him? Will there be a nod to his football career, perhaps with a Chiefs-themed cake or a guest appearance from Patrick Mahomes? And most intriguingly, could this be the night the couple chooses to officially announce their pregnancy to the world? The timing couldn't be more perfect. Swift, currently riding high on her record-breaking Eras tour, has always made it clear that family matters most. Travis, beloved for his larger-than-life personality and dedication on the field, has often spoken about his dreams of starting a family. Those close to the couple say their relationship is built on mutual respect and a shared love for surprises. As the world awaits confirmation, social media is ablaze with theories, memes, and heartfelt messages. Some fans are already predicting that the Swift-Kelce baby will become the most famous child in America, while others are just hoping for an Instagram post that answers all their burning questions. What makes this story so captivating isn't just the headline-grabbing news, but the sense of genuine excitement and anticipation. In an age where so much of celebrity life feels scripted, the prospect of a real-life fairy tale unfolding before our eyes is irresistible. Of course, both Taylor and Travis are masters at keeping the public guessing. Will they finally share their big news at the birthday party, or will Swift drop subtle hints in her next song? Will Kylie's casual comment be confirmed, or will it remain the best-kept secret in showbiz? One thing is for certain, the world will be watching. Whether you're a Swiftie, a football fan, or simply someone who loves a good love story, this is one headline you won't want to miss. As the Kelce family grows, and the surprises keep coming, we're all reminded that sometimes, real life really is stranger and more magical than fiction. Stay tuned. If Kylie Kelce's hints are anything to go by, the best is yet to come.